What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves. It's not. It's all your fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Move this now. Did it move? Of course it fucking did. I don't know why it's moving so much.
It's had enough of your shit. I'm done with your shit. I think you should go first today. So I done those two, didn't I?
Right.
Okay, darling?
Aha.
Oh, did you press record?
Yes.
If not, you've got to get up again. Like, get up.
Okay.
Okay. Right, let me go on to save.
I've also noticed that I feel like your one is always louder than my one.
I'm louder than you.
Yeah, but almost you can't even hear.
Yeah, but I feel like you're further away. I feel like it's because you're going down there and you're reading this, like this, whereas I'm reading, like, with my phone.
Alright.
So, get it done.
I can't put it on my phone. I can't work it out. Reddit does not want to go on my phone.
And you won't be able to... Oh, yeah, that's a bit better. But yeah, I noticed that as well. I feel like that was better sound, like
Did
you
you
said.
think?
Did you not?
I don't know, because when we had them...
I don't know.
Right.
Which one are you going to start with? The really exciting one?
It just made me chuckle so much. I was reading it that I could feel how mortified this wife was.
Yeah.
And then his version was just like... So, I mean, they are very similar. No one's telling any fibs. They work together, but it was just... He was like, and her face.
Okay.
And she was like, I tried not to kill him.
You've got...
I literally have done lots of reading, just not finding the Mandela effect.
No, I didn't
because I was really struggling with it.
Well, I didn't actually do any research on that, but I did, same as you, saw some stories that I liked and then kind of saved them. So we've just got 2 episodes of stories, but we will get to it.
Yeah, let's start with that then, because I really... Where'd it go? Hold on, is this the... This. I'm going to start with the husband.
Okay.
Are we doing the hello bit?
Oh, yeah. Where's the bit of paper?
It's over there.
Okay. Oh! Although I think I've got it.
What are we doing today? I feel like I've said that on every single one.
I've got we just do stories that we like, that we've chosen today. So, and then just when you read it out, just say where it's from on Reddit. So a lot of mine are true off my chest.
Yep. Mine were off a true off my chest as well, to be honest. But
that's quite a good network there. I can't wait until we get the same stories. We choose the same stories. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Middle Age.
No.
Here we go.
No. You can't start like that.
Well, how do you want me to start?
Do you know what?
Welcome.
On one of them, when I was editing, you went, hello.
Hello. Like in Labyrinth, like that little worm. Hello.
You proper chuckled when I edited it.
That little worm. Hello. Oh, I love that little worm.
I got a little badge of that.
What, from Labyrinth?
Yeah.
That's one of the best films.
It says, hello.
We can also, like, now, as we're starting, we can also put a bit in Baby Reindeer.
Honestly.
Honestly.
That inspired me to try and find the whole stalking thing. I mean, some of these weren't great stories.
No.
Most of them that I read actually were a bit lame. But
some of them are good because it's the underlying craziness of people that always astounds me, although it shouldn't, really. It shouldn't shock me in any way, people's thoughts and processes, but sometimes I'm like, hello? Right, so how am I doing it then? Welcome. Is that better? Welcome! That way.
We're going to sing through it today. Welcome to
Middle-aged opinion. You can see the neither of us
got rhythm.
middle-aged opinion. And that's all I've got. I can't think.
The show where...
I kind of want to read what that thing says. I feel like that should be our intro.
Honestly, it is really good. It's big.
What do you mean?
Like, for us to say, or for you to say, every day.
I don't think it is. Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion. Dive into honest and humorous world of middle-aged opinion, where we...
Us?
I can't say from sorry, can I? I'm going to have to start again. Right. Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion. Dive into honest humour with us, with love and everything in between, except laughter. Don't expect anything, yeah?
Don't expect anything.
This is why we've got to do that TikTok. In the beginning, in the baby, in the baby,
the beginning.
Literally. Maybe you're right. Maybe that's not.
It's not the one.
No.
It's great for the webpage.
Okay.
Brilliant for that.
Okay, moving on from that.
But it's... in the beginning.
In the beginning. Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion. What am I meant to say after that? Where's my thing?
The show where...
we don't know what we're doing.
The show that gives...
Oh, there you go. Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion, the show that gives its honest opinion. And what happens after we give our honest opinion?
Laugh about it.
Oh.
Call everyone twats and move on with our lives.
Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion, the show that...
The shit show. Welcome to the shit show
with the idiots.
We call Middle-Aged Opinion.
Or welcome.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion, the show that... No, I had it. You've taken it from my brain. Hold on. Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion. There we go. Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion, the show that gives its honest opinion with laugh and giggles. We've laughed all along the way. With laugh and giggles along the way, what I'm trying to say. Da-da. Welcome to Middle-Aged Welcome. Welcome. No, I can't do it like that.
We're not on air.
Yeah, on air. Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion. Okay, right, one more time. Welcome to Middle-Aged Opinion, the show that gives its honest opinion and has giggles along the way. I'm your host, Ellie.
And I'm Emily. And today we are going to take a little look at some Reddit stories that we have found individually. Individually.
In the beginning.
That we have found individually.
Yes.
That we had just liked personally and want to share with you.
There we go.
I'm going first.
Okay, I do feel like that might have been our best intro.
It was right up until you said that.
No, but you said you said
the beginning.
You said the wrong word. So
oh, goodness,
you ruined it. Yeah, well, because he's had enough of your shit. In the beginning, I go home. And I come tomorrow.
Where you go?
In the beginning.
I've literally got no signal now. Fuck you!
Fuck you very much.
Oh shit, bastard!
She ruined everything.
I've gone too far now.
I can't work like this. It's not an itch, yeah. Just has an itchy head.
I haven't got this one.
I
don't know where it's come from, but it just says
in the beginning.
Supporting my boyfriend cheating on me. What? Wait, that ain't it. That ain't.
It's not it.
That ain't it.
You been saved? What's wrong?
No, that's alright. Sorry. I don't know why I'm saying sorry because I'm going to cut this out.
Yeah. In the beginning.
In the beginning. In the beginning. Right.
Okay.
I've forgotten what TIF I use. What did I say it meant? I fucked up.
No. T. Hold on.
I can't remember the T, but it is I fucked up. TIFU.
Today I fucked up.
See,
yeah, you were right, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start with a today I fucked up.
Sorry.
By throwing my steak out a window.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. So, mail. Last night, my wife's boss from her brand new job invited us over for dinner. On the drive over, my wife...
Very hot. That's why I did it slyly. In your leg.
My wife
reiterated
in
the beginning. In the begin.
Shut up. Many times to me just how important it was to make a good impression. I scoffed and arrogantly informed my silly wife that I always make a good impression. My wife's boss is a single lady in her 50s. I don't feel like that should have anything to do with it. Anywho, so it was just the three of us. We chit-chatted over drinks and salads and it seemed to really be hitting it off. She laughed at my well-timed, perfectly appropriate jokes, and my wife seemed pleased. Soon she brought out the main course, a nice big juicy steak for each of us. As I began to cut into my steak, I was discouraged to discover how undercooked this steak was. Ugh. Now, I've had my fair share of rare steak. I prefer medium, but I can handle rare. This was several minutes on a hot grill sort of rare. Ugh. I probably could have resuscitated the cow if I had tried. Instead, I sat there fidgeting with my knife and fork, worrying about how I was going to get away with not eating this steak.
It's not his mum.
But he's making a good impression.
Right,
trying.
Okay.
So he was thinking, claim veganism? Yeah. No, I'd already, foraged great enthusiasm upon seeing this steak. Just then, our hostess excused herself to the kitchen to take care of some dessert preparations. As I looked across the fancy dining room table at the open window of this third-story apartment, a cartoon light bulb appeared over my head. I know what's going to happen. I knew I had to be decisive, realising that she could return at any moment, and I committed. I grabbed the steak with my hand, gently shook off the juice, and executed a perfect throw right through the centre of the open window. Here's the bit where big time I fucked up. The window wasn't open.
No!
It was the cleanest freaking window you've ever seen in your life. This is until my mostly raw slab of steak slammed up against it and slowly slid down, leaving a trail of bloody juice in its wake. My wife, whose steak was nice and medium rare and was unaware of my predicament, turned, jaw dropped, and stared at me like I was an alien from another planet. This look then slowly morphed into more of a there is no place on this planet you can ever hide from my expression of demonic anger. My wife's boss heard the thud of the steak on the window impact and came quickly. She took in the scene, the steak sitting on the windowsill, the blood trail, my empty plate, and then gave me an inquisitive, puzzled look. I just didn't know what to say. It felt like a minute of silence, but was probably 3 or 4 seconds. Finally, the best I could manage was, I'm so sorry. I am such a klutz. I don't know. I was just cutting it and it slipped. Just as my wife, I really am a klutz. Just ask my wife, sorry. I am really a klutz. Right, honey? No help coming from that direction. I will clean this up. I can't believe this. I'm sorry, etc., etc.
Oh my God.
So, both women continued to stare at me like I had escaped from a loony bin as I smeared the blood around the window with my cloth napkin, dusted off the steak, and continued to mutter my incoherent explanation. I knew no one was buying the story. I knew what I had to do. I sheepishly returned to my seat, proceeded to eat every bite of that disgusting, cold, chewy, bloody raw steak.
Oh, it's disgusting. I could never.
I remained pretty quiet the rest of the evening. My wife only 2 words to me since the incident are, "I'm fine." TLDR. Tried to throw my uncooked steak through an open window, only to find it was not open. Edit, thanks kindly for Reddit. Update, just got the first post, I'm fine. Communication from my wife via text, who is at work. Good news, the boss's name. And I just had a good laugh over how much, this is the message by the way, sorry.
Yeah.
Good news, boss's name. And I just had a good laugh over how much of a fucking idiot you are.
Right.
I hope you know you will never live this down. Love you, you moron.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, for the love of God.
Wasn't it brilliant? Like, proper comical.
I would never be able to eat meat like that.
Not after it's been on a window as well.
Would you be able to eat bloody food? No,
No.
I have to. Mine's cremated, even medium rare. I couldn't do that. It's disgusting, babe. But yeah, the window thing. Oh, like, you can just visualise it.
Like he told the story well.
But I wonder why he was like, I know, let's chuck it out the window.
Not, can I just have it cooked a little bit
I'd be
longer?
like, I'm so sorry.
Or why feed you on a swap?
Yeah, I can't. It's too rare for me. It's about to get off my plate and walk away, like one of those.
Give it a blow, it'll come alive again.
Yeah. Gets up, moves off, goes
Moves
to the
off.
yeah.
Oh dear.
Brilliant.
Top comment was one question. Let's say the window was open and the steak is gone. She returns a minute later. Would you have told her that you devoured it? And then someone then says, and then she finds a weird outdoor steak outside at some time, or maybe bears. Oh, God. Obviously, we're in America.
Yeah.
In this. Yeah, or maybe bears.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
I mean, they say you got to bury everything, don't they?
And then someone else says, no, the trick is to grab the steak from the yard on your way back to the car. Oh, they've done that before.
I've watched films where people wrap it in a napkin.
And then someone else says, cook it at home.
With a bit of grass. It's pastured steak.
Oh, it's funny. But, yeah, the best thing about this one is he done this just for me to find that wife has also done the same story.
Post. Yeah. She's mad. She's coming from an angry point of view.
Yeah.
So it's his boss.
Her boss.
Yeah,
so
even worse.
It was supposed to be
making
best
a good impression.
Behaviour for wifey's new boss.
Yeah.
But it was brilliant. I really enjoyed
really
that.
Good.
Like,
yeah.
Tickled me. But I can imagine like one of our boy mates doing shit like that.
Yeah, but I never can understand. Do you remember when we went up to the seaside where we felt posh?
Yeah.
where were
drunk.
We?
We weren't posh.
But we felt posh.
We were in West... No, never.
It was where people...
We're at East End.
Yeah, where people were having sex in the toilet. That place.
Yeah, we're near Essex.
Yeah, we were posh there, which says a lot, right?
That's because we're from Surrey.
And we went to the fish and chip shop, and then we had no sauce, and it was just after COVID, wasn't it? And everyone was really frightened to ask for ketchup, but I don't have any fear or shame. So I'm like, excuse me, love.
Because we weren't at the fish fish and chip shop?
When we went to the fish and chip
No,
shop.
we were in a posh restaurant.
It was a fish and chip shop,
Fucking
babe.
wasn't. I had pasta.
You're talking about after. I'm talking about in the day. We had fish and chips, remember?
Yeah, vaguely.
That's the first
with
thing
all the
we did.
tinnies.
Yeah, so we're in the fish and chip shop and everyone's like, oh, there's no ketchup. So me, excuse me, love, can I have some ketchup? Because there is nothing in my brain that goes, you're going to embarrass yourself. Like, there's nothing there at all. So if someone said to me, here, it's your dinner, I go, oh, babe, I can't eat that. You're going to have to cook that a little bit more for me. And then I'd say sorry and whatever. I remember going to McDonald's and they put so many little chips in my large fries, right? So I went, excuse me, love, right? As I do. I was like, can I have some more fries in there? Please don't spit on it. I'm really sorry to ask you, but please don't spit on it. Can I just have... He went, we don't do stuff like that. I was like, okay, I'm really sorry. Please don't spit on my food, but can I just have a few more chips? And the boys were just like, oh my God, Mum. But what can I do?
Yeah, but I used to go to McDonald's and be like, can I have a cheeseburger without the meat?
And they'd be like...
They're like, what? So you just want the bun and cheese?
Why? Why did you do that?
Because I was a vegetarian at the time.
Yeah, but...
and they didn't actually do a veggie option. And when they brought out that dirty old veggie burger, it was skanky.
Why? So why not just 2 portions of large chips? Some dusty bun with 1 cube of cheese. I mean, who does that? Did they charge you the same?
Some people just
hope
gave
so.
me it. Some people just
and
gave
went, here,
me it.
bitch.
And some people charged me, but I didn't care.
But why? Of all the things on the menu, you could have had, I suppose morning it would be hash browns, but you could have had 2 large portions of fries. Some dusty bun with a cube of cheese.
Because I didn't want 2 large... Yes, I wanted something different.
You didn't deserve a McDonald's at that point. It was well annoying when you were vegetarian.
Like, you even fucking remember.
I do remember you're a vegetarian. When you got pregnant with your first lovely boy, you started to eat meat, and I was like, thank God for that.
I was a vegetarian from the age of 12.
You did so well. That was the time when we learned, I do remember, that was in school when we had our first chat about all the stuff they were doing, because even I went vegetarian for about 3 days.
Yeah, not long after, I say long after, I think it was a year or so after, there was the whole chicken flu.
Yeah.
Flu or whatever. And
I remember.
When they were the mad cow disease, when they were burning up all the cows.
And then awful. Something with the pigs happened.
Yeah.
And me, I was like,
and
bacon sandwich, Mum.
Vegetarian for a reason.
Yeah.
So don't want to die.
I was vegetarian for a week. Mum cooked up like this whole pot of vegetables with sauce, right? And when I say like you remember those old pots back in the day, like this massive pot, and then it was disgusting, and then she put it all in like containers, and she was like every night, you know, whatever, everyone would have a different meal, and then she'd be like, yeah, same thing. So 3 nights had gone. Saturday morning, because we'd done that thing at school, I went home, I was like, I'm now vegetarian. Yeah, so then Saturday morning, woke up to her cooked breakfast for Dad, and all I could smell was the bacon. I was like, yeah, I've decided that I'm not...
It ain't for me.
It's not going to work out.
It ain't for me.
Some animals will, you know, be hurt in the process, but I need that bacon sandwich. So at least I tried. I tried for 3 days, but I definitely... If I had to choose, right, to only, like, be able to eat one food thing, you know, like vegetables, meat, pastries or puddings.
Well, and you didn't get fat on it?
Yeah, no. If you only were allowed one food group, mine would be meat. Out of all of the rest.
Oh, no, mine wouldn't.
What would yours be? Out of every, like, so you think you've got pastries, you've got puddings, you've got sweets, you've got fruit and vegetables.
I probably would choose fruit and veg. I know I'm boring.
You want to get a life, mate, not even pastries.
But I like pastries, but they all taste the same.
But I said to you, like, I sent you a thing on it. So I'm really, like, interested in the carnivore diet, right? So I've been doing a bit of research on it. And a lot of people that do the carnivore diet talk about...
Can I just, let me add, hold it.
Yeah.
When Ellie researches, this isn't just... oh, look, I found this bit online. Okay, yeah, this sounds really good. I might give that a go. No. Ellie's research is extensive. So if anyone needs an investigator, message us.
Especially if it's
because I
a
tell
medical
you now,
element.
in 0.3 seconds, she will have the ins and outs of a duck's ass about anything or any person you want.
Just give me their name.
Yeah. You don't even, not even a second name, just
No,
the first
just
name.
name.
Give initial. Just give her the first initial.
I'll tell you who they're dating as well.
B. There, she already knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah, do you remember when
It's
I found
extensive.
that stuff I found? Like that. It was not even a minute had gone and I found what she needed me to find. But yeah, so I've been researching the carnivore diet, and research is showing, obviously this isn't medical research, this is just so far what people are noticing, because you could say the Atkins, but it's not quite the Atkins diet.
Okay.
Right? So these people, they're eating obviously meat, any meat. They are eating eggs. They are eating full fat butter, full fat cream. So we're talking like a
Is that including cheese and stuff as well?
Yeah, but not like cheese that's mixed with other crap, like proper, full cheese. You don't get the really mature, that sort of thing, like full fat butter. If you get meat with loads of fat on, the more fat, the better. And what it's showing is that these people's brains are clearer. They're losing weight because apparently, right, so obviously I haven't really fully researched this, but fruits and vegetables, because obviously they're sprayed with chemicals, pesticides, unless you're going organic. But even then, some of these people are suggesting that we were never meant to eat that sort of thing. It's poisonous to us, our body. And that's why we have such a hard time digesting it, blah, blah, blah. But when you're on the carnivore, you're meant to sleep better, your skin's better, you lose weight because your body is able to burn this, because your body is meant to be having this. When you're eating, we all know carbohydrates and all that sort of thing. It's not good. But I definitely, obviously it's too expensive. I can't do that right now, but it's definitely something. Probably after Tough Mudder, come September, after we do Tough Mudder, I want to try 1 month on the carnivore diet and see, does that make a difference to my headaches? I mean, people are saying body pains, acne, all this sort of thing, eczema, that is clearing up. And do I know fully whether that's fully true? No, but the research I've done so far tells me there's something to this. So why not give it a go? Do you think you could do it?
I would afford it.
But if you could, say come September, you think 30 days, I'm going to buy this chicken, blah, 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 because it can be frozen, babe. It just needs to be meat, eggs, blah, blah, blah. But say, would you try it, is what I'm asking. I've proper gone on a full tangent.
Do you know what? Probably not. I don't tend to diet. I don't like dieting.
It's not even for dieting, for health reasons would you try it?
No. Because I really believe like dark veg are good for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're not, but there is stuff to say that actually, that
dark veg, I'm not talking about like...
Yeah, you mean like spinach and broccoli and... Yeah, which I love all that. I do love all that. And I would miss salad.
And it probably is because my kids don't enjoy it, that I miss it more. So when I do have it, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me, as my boys eat anything that's put in front of them, including Brussels sprouts. I've never had so do I. Especially cooked in bacon. We're like,
oh my God, so good.
So good.
So good.
So yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. There isn't much that you'd go, I'm not a fussy eater by any means. Lucky neither are my children or my husband, but I would miss especially an onion salad.
I hate onion.
Oh, I absolutely love onions. And they're really toxic as well. I'm just going to start going off, and I'm really sorry.
I don't like them. They're yuck.
But definitely, my opinion, if you're thinking about dieting or trying to get a healthier lifestyle, definitely, I know I've gone on look into this and see what you make of it, because I find it quite fascinating at the minute. But anyway, I'm so sorry. Steak, no, I couldn't eat it like that. I think that was the question, wasn't it?
I can't remember. What was... Yeah, we were talking about steak.
We were talking about... That's where it come in my brain.
So, do you want to hear the same story, but from the other side?
Yeah, 100%. I want to see how mad she is.
Okay.
I want to see if she's mad. I don't know if I feel a little bit drunk. I've only had a little bit of Baileys. How much did you put in?
Just a little bit.
Just like...
We'll have a normal one after.
Yeah, we'll have a coffee.
We'll have a real coffee. Okay. So, this is from the wife's side. Her point of view, brilliant. Today I fucked up by allowing my husband to come to dinner at my boss's house.
Brilliant. Yeah, she's mad.
She actually starts with saying, actually, this took place a couple of years ago. I had just gotten a brand new job that I was really excited about. So I was delighted when my boss, who I had been trying to establish a rapport with, invited me and my husband over to her home for dinner. Well, mostly delighted. My husband is, well, he's the sweetest, but he has a history of doing really dumb shit. Because of this, I was worried about him coming along.
Oh,
Bless him.
yeah, little bit.
It's not his fault. He does dumb
No,
shit.
he's just a div.
It's just a man.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, by the time the day of the dinner arrived, I had become so anxious about it that I actually floated the idea by my boss that I wasn't sure if he would be able to make it. She was already trying to palm him off.
She's going, you don't need to come, babe. You don't
Yeah.
need
No,
to be
I don't
there.
think he'll be able to make it. She was clearly taken back and responded with, oh no, I really hope he can. I have a dinner for 3 all ready to go. Oh, boss.
Steaks. It's all steaks.
Upon seeing her dismay, I assured her that I was sure he would find a way to be there. She's like, damn it.
Yeah.
Shit. Right. Well, we made it over to her apartment on time and things actually started out really, really well. It was actually just the 3 of us, which surprised me somewhat, but made me a little less concerned about my husband, as crowds really tend to bring out his unpredictability.
Shows off.
Mm-hmm. The man. I had just started to finally relax and was a couple bites into a delicious cooked steak when things took a horrible, horrible turn. We already knew. My boss had just stepped into the kitchen to check on dessert when I noticed something odd out of the corner of my eye. It was one of those things where you know something strange has happened in your peripheral. Did I say that right?
In the
Beginning. But you're not sure what. Shut up. You have a look over and focus your gaze to really comprehend it. I looked over at my husband and see him holding his steak in his hand, hovering it just an inch or 2 above his plate. Before I had a chance to fully comprehend what I was seeing and verbalise something that might have saved all of us from the coming horror, he threw his steak, basketball style, across the room, straight into the dining room window.
What was he thinking?
It hit the window, making a loud noise, and slowly slid down.
Unbelievable.
I love that they both said it slid down.
Yeah.
Like, it really did.
Yeah. I wish I said... Yeah. The poor wife.
Now, my husband does dumb shit. I already told you that. But he's not a crazy person. Usually when he does dumb shit, I at least understand what he's thinking. There's usually some what the fuck?
Beginner.
Semblance.
A semblance.
It doesn't say a semblance. Some semblance of rhythm or reason to the dumb shit. In this case, I was just dumbfounded. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't wrap my head around what was going on. I stared at him with what must have been the most confused look and watched as he stared back at me, an expression of utter horror painted across his face. I couldn't make any sense of what was happening, but also I don't have time to try. I heard the footsteps of my boss coming to see what the sound was. It suddenly sunk in that it didn't matter why he had done what he did. He did it, and we were all about to come face to face with a very awkward situation. I could feel the anger flushing through my face. For a brief moment, I contemplated trying to help my husband get out of this, but no, this was his dumb shit bed and he could lie in it. Not like there was any point not like there was any possible recovery anyway.
None.
My boss walks in and sees the steak lying on the windowsill. There's the fucking longest, most awkward pause where we all just sit there frozen. My boss and I are staring at my husband, forcing the ball into his court as the cringe just hangs in the air like an ocean fog.
Brilliant.
I mean, they tell a good story.
They tell a good story. I reckon they work.
I'd probably ruin it by reading it.
Yeah.
He finally manages to mutter some incoherent garbage about being a klutz and even tries to get me to back him up. I leave his ass out there to dry in the deafening silence. He makes a poor attempt at cleaning the window and retrieves his steak. Mercilessly, my boss asks me a question about work and we both dive eagerly into conversation. We all resume the rest of the evening pretending that he isn't there, a sort of unspoken agreement by all that this is the only way to move forward. As soon as we got in the car, my husband turned into a nervous chatterbox trying to explain himself. Turns out the dumbass didn't like the way his steak was cooked, rare, and, get this, he thought the window was open. My husband, ladies and gentlemen, tried to chuck his steak out a 3-story window. He thought that was a reasonable solution to being served an undercooked steak.
Yeah, no.
A year or so later, my boss hosted a Christmas party for the company at her newly built home. My best friend, Jenny, was my +1.
I bet she was.
Note, my husband told this TIFU from his perspective a couple of years ago, and it was a popular post. Someone suggested I should tell it from my perspective. Hope our discomfort brings a little joy to you, fine Redditors. And it also says, edit, okay guys, I probably overplayed the dumb shit angle. Yeah, he's known for acting without thinking things through. But this one moment does not represent the norm. Oh, she's sort of backing, bless him.
Yeah.
From my perspective, in this moment, he looked like a loony bin character gone mad, which is what makes the story so funny in retrospect. Go read his perspective and his actions like at least a little bit of less crazy. My husband is a fun-loving, kind husband and father who makes life very fun. I've also got a second edit.
Oh, go on.
No, my husband is not on the spectrum of crazy, although I get that that may seem very likely as a valid conclusion of all you know is this one event. The usual dumb shit is more of your everyday impulsiveness, like immediately saying the slightly inappropriate thing that comes to mind. If he would have done that, it wouldn't have shocked me at all. This, of course, shocked me because he normally doesn't do things that make him look insane. Not sure why some seem to be taking the he often does dumb shit to mean he often does completely insane things, when I feel like I was making the exact opposite point. Oh well, glad that most of you get some small bit of enjoyment out of your day from this story. Also, we all have our faults. I joke about my husband not thinking things through. He jokes about my preoccupation with what others think of me, etc., etc.
Brilliant.
But
it's a brilliant story as well. I think if I ever did anything, so I mean, first of all, we all know I'd be like, oh, I don't like it. But I think if I ever done anything so stupid, I'd go, yeah, I tried to throw it out the window because I don't like it. I would just own up, which I think would break the ice, right?
I mean, if I was with you, I'd probably just sit there laughing at you with my mouth open. And
You'd be going, what were you doing? I remember when we did that, we did a friends group of come dine with me.
I remember.
Yeah, and
I won.
No,
You
Helen
won.
won.
Helen didn't win.
Helen won. And then we
No, I
all
thought you won.
said, no, we all said Helen won because we felt sorry for her because she was pregnant, remember? we all like,
Helen won.
Helen and James won. We were all like, oh, we were nicer to you because you're pregnant, but your food was shit. Do you know, I still think about her starter to this day.
I don't remember it.
Oh my God, it was so nice. It was pesto on that bread thing. Like, I still remember their starter.
Oh, Helen's a really great cook. She does really good.
They just put some pesto on a bit of bread, babe. Like, there was
She
no
is a
cooking.
really good cook.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had a lot of
and
her
she
food.
makes like simple things, but it's always just so good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I didn't cook it.
No, so you had, like, you
done
served
Jamaican.
Yeah, which was fine.
And you were freaked. You're like, I don't like spice.
But it wasn't that spicy.
It wasn't that spicy.
No, but the
'Cause I don't
starter, like, because obviously this reminds me.
I don't remember what we did.
You had half a coconut with prawns in it. And
Oh,
I was
yes!
like, it was like a solid coconut. And I was like.
Yeah, they were fucking coconuts.
Yeah, but why didn't you shave the coconut? I mean, what the fuck are we meant to do with, like, half a coconut?
Well,
like, fucking scrape it out with our teeth. What was the point? Oh, it was the bowl. It was designed.
It was the bowl, babe.
Yeah.
Because we were going like, all out on Jamaican theme. We had shit up on the wall and everything. We had parrots up in there.
Yeah, I don't remember
Not
that.
real parrots.
I remember the doorbell ringing and everyone went like... yeah, like that. We did lasagna and I spilt that all over. I was absolutely paralytic. I brought that liqueur back from Tenerife.
Yeah.
Right? That stuff that, I could never drink again. Apple.
Yeah,
what was it?
Giving out nasty old shots.
Yeah.
And we were like...
yeah. So then after you all... So we had lasagna. I'd made ice cream. Yeah.
Ice cream
shot. So then... And we played some games.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So then after you all went, I remember laying... Oh, I get worried in case the boys hear it, but I'm just going to say it. I remember laying on the bed with my thong. I looked at Paul and I went, yeah, do you want me? Whilst puking into a bucket, and he went, no. I'm good.
Not today, babe.
It's a no. It's a negative. No. Yeah, it's a no. And I was like, and still to this day I can't drink that. Absolutely ruined me.
I do remember you being sick.
I was absolutely, which was sad because we used to go to Tenerife every year, and then every year we'd have a bit of that out there. But even the thought of it now, I'm just like, yeah. So please excuse all the snottiness. I have just got over COVID, so my second round of COVID. So I'm a bit snotty, a little bit coughy.
All right, enough of your excuses.
Emily's still got a cough that she's had since we started this 4 weeks ago. Since she was born. Do you know, I was talking to my neighbour about you today.
You stopped talking about me, yeah?
Yeah, so I was talking about you today, and I said, I think you need to go for a chest x-ray just to make sure.
Right. Because the doctor did a stethoscope on the front and the back, and he was like, you sound fine.
Okay, so it's more here.
Yeah, it's
like a tickle.
It's a tickle.
Yeah. Oh, give up the fags, innit?
Yeah.
Right, are you ready? So this is entitled Bitch. Buckle in, because it's a long one. It's a good one, though.
Here we go.
Right. Dear greedy bridesmaid, this is not your wedding.
Oh my goodness.
Do you like the title? I saw that, but I'm not eating any.
They're really nice, just
but
so
I
you
can't.
know.
Because I've been good, innit?
It's just one.
I can't.
But you can
I'm not doing it.
One.
No. One has eaten one's calorie. Listen, I went for a bike ride, babe.
So it's called balance.
I can't have it yet, but I've already eaten. I had 2 burgers earlier.
That's not my problem.
No. It's mine. That's why I got fat arse.
Yeah, this one.
Right, you have them. Dear greedy bridesmaid, this is not your wedding. I think it's safe to post this because it has been more than a few years, but I firmly insist, you're such a loser, but I firmly insist that you're going to get really irate about this story.
Go on.
Okay. I firmly insist that this is not, that this get posted outside of Reddit. I firmly insist that this does not get posted outside of Reddit.
So are we allowed to read it?
It's on Reddit. It's fair game. Anyway, this one's about my ex-friend who is...
Love an ex-friend.
Let's not like... we've got an ex-friend, a mutual ex-friend. It wasn't my fault,
She's
though.
still my friend.
No, she's not.
She just don't talk to me.
What do you mean she's cut you out,
She's
babe?
still my friend. Might not be hers.
No, she's not interested. We don't know what we did.
I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do anything either.
Like, for once, I actually didn't do anything. I had nothing to do with it.
No, I know. You still got yelled at, though.
I always get yelled at. It's always my fault.
It was it's well funny. Right, I firmly insist that this does not get posted outside of Reddit. This one's about a now ex-friend who was invited as a bridesmaid. It's a long story and I apologise for my English if it's bad. Names have been changed. Don't worry, love, because I'm not very good at reading. To start, my friend Sarah, who was getting married, and she invited our friend group, who mostly got together in college, to become part of the bridal party. I was lucky enough to also be invited as a bridesmaid. My ex-friend Leah, who was also invited to be one. Sarah not own a country rich, but is still massively wealthy, and her marriage is to an equally, if not more, insanely rich family. You with me?
Yeah.
She is also really one of the nicest, sweetest people I know. None of our friend circle are anywhere close to her financial and social status, but she also makes sure to include us in her life along with her rich friends because she says she connects with us more. She sounds lovely. We have the same hobbies and interests. It's how we all met. Example, in one of Sarah's major birthday milestones, we were all invited to a multi-million worth celebration in a big event location. And we all got a beautiful custom gown for free.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds lovely.
Why ain't I got rich friends?
We're gonna make
We're
it.
gonna be the rich
We're
friends.
gonna make sure our girls and other people have got everything they need.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah, because we're good people. Because we were part of the program for the dance routine. This is important later. Anyway, the point is she's a wonderful person who loves us and gives with an open hand. And so for her wedding, she invites our friend circle as part of her bridal entourage. Yeah? Her bridal entourage at her big wedding. What's more, all we literally had to do was be there when needed because she and her fiance would be handling all costs. It was kind of unbelievable surprise for us. Sounds lovely.
Sounds amazing.
Well, nobody's got to stress then.
Mm-hmm.
Our now ex-friend Leah was also invited as bridal party member. We met her as part of our common interest group and she was normal. She was all right, I always thought. But her entitlement started to show a little when Sarah would do things for us. Sarah used to offer to give us rides home when it was late and Leah grew to expect it all the time after. She also came by often at Sarah's house, sometimes without warning. She'd just arrive and expect to be welcome and stay all day or sleep over. Leah would also comment during get-togethers like a joke to Sarah like, is it your treat today? And get all happy when Sarah gives in and says yes. She usually does. Even though the rest of us tell Sarah she didn't have to do that. No. During the birthday, I mentioned Leah was super happy to get free fancy gown too and would tell everyone who'd listen how she sat in front of rich people and celebrities during the holidays. Leah would also talk about how excited she is to receive Sarah's presents for us, because she always gives great presents like jewellery, makeup, sometimes gadgets. In our group chat, she dropped lots of hints. Oh, I wish I could have this for my birthday, Christmas, etc., with a picture of an expensive thing. I mean, what a bitch. I mean, honestly, I started to get irate, yeah? It was uncomfortable at times, but I didn't think anything was too harmful or anything during this period, because Sarah wouldn't mind or say anything about it. And I thought maybe it was just because Leah didn't have nice things like this growing up, so she was enjoying it. So when Leah was also part of the bridal party, I didn't think there was anything unusual about that. But in the group chat, before Sarah even told us what she and her fiance had planned, Leah was already expecting to be part of the bridal party. Of course she was. Thought I thought it would be a red carpet event of the year, and already began bragging to other people about being part of it. And she even said, quote, at the price of zero, like meaning I ain't got to pay for anything, because she didn't expect to pay for anything or do anything. She sounds wonderful. It was literally, it was really stressful to see the exact way she talked to Sarah about it. Leah wanted the whole bridal party to have a spa day at the expensive place so they could get beautiful for the big day. She was asking about Sarah's plans for bachelorette party, and if we were going to fly to a different country and how many days it would be. The rest of us kind of baffled, because we thought that the bachelorette party was supposed to be our job to hold for Sarah, which it is. Mm-hmm. Especially after everything she had done for us. Apparently, Leah expected it to come from Sarah too, like a vacation package. And Leah even warned everyone about her schedule, and that it needed to be a date when she could get some days off from her job so she could be available.
Guess what days I'd be booking for?
The days the bitch is at work. And she told Sarah she wanted to come and help pick out a dress so she could give her suggestions. Huh? Question mark. Am I meant to say question mark? I feel like I'm not. Sarah said that she wasn't picking out a dress. A designer was making it bespoke for her, and Leah went all in, asking which designer it was. It's not a name like Chanel or Dior, but if I said the name, you would recognise the designer immediately. What the style was going to be, and that she could come to Sarah's fittings so she could supervise. Around this point, some of us started to gently remind Leah that it's likely going to be Sarah's family to accompany her to that kind of thing, and that the dress would surely be beautiful and up to Sarah's wants. And we have planned the bachelorette party. Leah matter-of-factly said that Sarah could tell her family that she was coming to, that they all knew her, and that she was Sarah's sister too. Okay, Leah added that she was also happy to help with dress ideas for the bachelorette party. I don't know why I struggle with that word. Bachelorette party, with full expectations of Sarah to pay for it. I know. Leah was so lost in her own expectations that we opened a separate group chat without her. Of course they did.
I would have done it sooner.
Literally, because...
Literally, what the fuck one.
Literally, without her, because she wasn't listening to any of us.
Drawing short straws, who's going to tell her she needs a rain and
I'd be like, I will. And apparently I wasn't the only one starting to worry that Leah was getting to be too much. The others pointed out that Leah's actions even before this. So people have been concerned for years.
Been noting her sort of behaviour.
Demands. And we started to notice the pattern of her being expectant of Sarah all the time. I mean, I know Sarah might have afforded it or without blinking, but Leah's words and actions felt very entitled all at the same time. Anyway, the problem really started when I reminded the others in the group chat about the bachelorette party plans and how we could pool resources to do a fun thing. Leah would brush it off. Either she would say it was a boring plan and not classy enough for Sarah, or she'd want to know why we had to pull money for it when Sarah could afford it for everyone.
I think she's missing the point,
she's stressing me out. Or if she wouldn't, someone else from her rich friends could. I tried to say that it was because we wanted to do something fun for Sarah that she likes, that it doesn't have to be an expensive activity. It's about making sure Sarah had a great time. After all, she's getting married and has always done so much for us. Leah only insisted that it was too low for Sarah to stoop to. Things like we were planning, which is weird because Sarah already does things like this and she enjoys them.
Because she sounds like a normal person.
She sounds like a normal person. And Leah didn't show up to any of the planned meetups either. She was always saying that she couldn't come, busy doing something else. So we stopped asking her, and she didn't intend to contact. I've known Sarah the longest of our friends, so I was the most communicative with her about the fun stuff she might want to do for the bachelorette, and she was very happy about them. So some of us met with Sarah and her sister, the maid of honour, to talk about plans, and Sarah then asked if we thought Leah was maybe acting a little weird. We were surprised because she never said anything about it before, and Sarah explained that Leah had been bombarding her with messages about the wedding when the rest of us had not heard from her, and about all the things that were going to happen, asking for all the details and wanting answers about the bridal party. And Sarah didn't answer. She'd literally come by to Sarah's house.
Wow.
Yeah, I've still got quite a bit. Sorry. Her sister Emma also told us that Leah acted funny around her as well, always wanting to know what Emma got to wear and do, and had some side comment to say when she found out that the maid of honour got the different dress from the bridesmaids. How she got to sit in a nicer table, did a different thing in the ceremony, and more than once, apparently Leah made comments about knowing what a maid of honour does if Sarah needed an understudy or something for the maid of honour. It was just unbelievable. Anyway, I don't know what Leah was actually doing all this time because she was always busy for us. But when we met Sarah, we got a lot of planning done and even talked about dresses for each of us bridesmaids we were going to get. Each gets a different style of dress, but they were all part of the same theme, and they were all bespoke. I could have cried because it was easily the most beautiful thing I'd ever worn in my life. And the fitting and rehearsal times and day, and Sarah seemed to feel a lot better talking to us because she seemed to have been weighing on her for a while now. She started contacting me more, and as we found out later, talking to Leah less. After one such very funny, proactive days, the group chat imploded suddenly with Leah accusing us of backstabbing her. She says that Sarah posted about going to a hyper expensive salon with her sister for skincare, hair dyeing, and that Leah didn't know about it, and that because we met up with Sarah earlier in the day, clearly we didn't tell Leah. Sorry, how annoying. We didn't tell Leah about it on purpose. None of us knew Sarah was going to do this after the meetup, and certainly none of us went with her. And we told Leah that. And while we made her feel a little better, she said that she was mad that we didn't tell her about the meeting up with Sarah. And we told her we tried, but she never available, so we stopped asking. And she said she would have come if she knew Sarah would have been there. Well, it got worse as it went on. Leah came to the rehearsal, the whole program set up for the ceremony and reception, and we actually needed to participate because it was like a stage performance, very pretty, for the wedding video. And Leah got mad about where she was supposed to go, walk, and stand. She wanted to be at the head of the line. Of course, she did. She's complaining that she wouldn't be seen if she stood next to one of our taller friends. She kind of whined when we got assigned our escorts among the groomsmen and said that she didn't get paired up with the guy who was a bit famous as a celebrity. Stuff like that. I was very worried about Sarah because she seems to be getting very stressed out. She hates confrontation and finds it uncomfortable. With all of this from Leah, the rest of us tried to herd Leah along and to make a laugh out of some of the whining and lighten the mood for everyone. Fortunately, Sarah had a very scary and apparently expensive wedding coordinator and choreographer. You know, the people that,
choreographer.
there you go. Who sort of bullied Leah to place. Yeah, smack.
Shut it.
During the practice.
It's not about you.
Literally, that's all I would have been saying. Unfortunately, Leah whined about this bullying to Sarah later. Of course she did. Saying her coordinator was mean and how we were supposed to be her friends and were making fun of her when she tried to make light of her complaints. Bitch. It came to a head during the fittings. Leah was busy again and would be late and said she would come and demand that we all wait for her because, you know, it's all about her. But we went on. We all enjoyed the fitting because the designer shop was amazing and the people were so nice and adored Sarah. We got to fit into some very beautiful dresses, which clearly cost a fortune, and we couldn't stop thanking Sarah for all that she had done. Sarah was even so thoughtful that she had had each of us wear a jeweled brooch to pin to the sash part of the dress. She sounds so amazing. While we were all fitted, we talked about the bachelorette plans, and Sarah was very excited about it and said that her fiance also wanted to make sure us girls got pampered and to get us that getaway Leah initially proposed. Leah arrived in the middle of all this. It's about to kick off.
Oh my God.
Leah arrived in the middle of all this and saw all of us, and I swear I'd never seen her look so unhappy to see us. She smiled for Sarah, of course, and wanted to know where Leah's dress was. And oh my God, her face when she saw her dress. You'd think that she'd been offered a potato snack and not a gorgeous designer gown. She wanted to know why hers was different, and was reminded that everyone's was different. She scoured and criticised the dress the whole time. Of course she did. She was getting fitted, wanting alterations, wanting it to look more like Emma's, the maid of honour, and all that. She even said what it wasn't her colour. The colour is part of the wedding theme. And wanted a different colour. She wanted to know if we got jewellery to go with the outfit. Oh my God. When she got gifted the brooch, the first thing out of her mouth was, "I'm keeping this, right?" And shocking as that was, because I mean, that was a pricey piece of jewellery right there. When Sarah went to give Emma this little tiara, which is sort of the scaled back version of her tiara, she as the bride would wear. Leah asked if she was getting a crown too. Mate, oh my God, where's my crown? I don't know what actually set Leah off. As far as I know, a group of us were just standing.
Sounds like someone said no to the bitch.
I would have had a fight by now. We're just standing there, cooing at ourselves in the mirror because we all looked as cute in our theme colours and pretty dresses and taking photos. I just know Sarah made a jokey comment about how no one is allowed to post anything yet. Fair enough. No one can show pictures, and Leah made a comment back along the lines of, this dress being obviously unfinished, who would want to post that? Mate, in front of the dressmakers, Sarah was very shocked and hurt by this because she had picked the styles for each of us, which she thought that we would love and look beautiful in. Leah just exploded, saying that clearly Sarah was being scammed by the rest of us because Leah got the worst dress and the worst brooch. She's just like during Sarah's birthday event, we all had the same dress, and how we all been backstabbing her because we apparently made sure that she was never informed about things that we were going to do together. Oh my God, what a bitch.
On drugs.
She's not even allowed to show people the dress and jewellery, and how she had the worst spot and we were using Sarah. Yeah. And how I manipulated Sarah to make her stop talking to Leah and isolate her from us, and to make Sarah give her the worst thing out of the group. Sarah just melted down and started crying because none of this was true. She had tried hard to make everybody look nice and said,
oh,
I know,
yeah.
And she had honestly given so much, and the rest of us ended up straight up screaming at Leah and telling her that she literally, she was greedy and ungrateful. And Leah just kept going, saying we were all shitty friends to her and always have been, because we didn't want to have a nice thing, excuse me, that we worked so hard for. Weirdo. That really ended the fitting. We apologised millions of times. Yeah, literally. We apologised millions of times to the people in the shop, and we told Leah to leave, and she refused until she got her dress and jewellery and shoes, because Sarah promised that that was hers. We called Sarah's fiance to come and pick her up because she was crying so much from all the stress. And when her fiance arrived, he saw Sarah in such a state. He asked what happened, and Leah started yelling again. And he told her to shut the fuck up.
This is about fucking time.
Literally, this is the guy that does not swear normally. He had heard from the groomsmen about Leah acting up at the rehearsal. He had heard some stuff from Sarah about her, and Emma had told him even more. And he matter-of-factly said that he wanted Leah out of the wedding. Lee was so mad and insisted Sarah is the one who wants her at the wedding. I could barely believe that she had the guts, because she was talking to the groom here. Or anyways, he just told her to shut the fuck up again, and that she was out of the wedding demanded that the shop throw her out. She didn't put up a fight about the dress and jewellery, and then she threatened to make a big social media post exposing all of us about abusing her. I was really terrified that she was going to ruin my friend's wedding and smear her reputation. And she did post, and it was in a friend's locked private post. I didn't know you could do that. So it wasn't public. So I imagine Sarah and her fiance family threatened her with a lawsuit if she said anything publicly, maybe. I'm not sure. But she was very painting herself as the victim and demanding sympathy. All I know is
done
that
is demand.
literally it's coming to an
Fucking
end now.
hell.
All I know is that none of us talked to Leah ever again. When she tried to talk to us after everything she had said, especially when she was asking about times and dates, bitch thought she was still going to the wedding. She really thought she was going from mutual friends. She really thought she was still going. From mutual friends, we heard that she kept making the nastiest lock post every time Sarah would make a post. Right, so sorry. She would make a post every time Sarah would make a post about her wedding prep, about our cheap bachelorette event, and got very salty when we did go overseas together. Good. She was silent when the wedding day happened. I've not tried to contact her since, though recently apparently is orbiting around our extended friend group, probably trying to get back in, and like we would let her or even talk to Sarah again. But I assure you, Sarah and her husband had a wonderful, uneventful, very fairy tale like wedding beyond wildest dreams and are very happy. That was it. Top comment. Leah was never a friend, only a user. So glad she's out of Sarah's magical wedding day. Sorry that, my reading, but what do you reckon? Not someone that would be your friend?
I mean, she's a no.
I just don't understand people. I don't understand why
someone... Does she think... Where does she get that entitlement from? What made her think, for even a split second, that she was more important than the sister being maid of honour?
Listen.
What made her think that she should have had something more than what she had already been gifted?
She was just a user. That's it. She was just friends with Sarah because Sarah had money and she wanted to get what she could get. She wanted to be part of the wedding because she'd be near rich and famous people, thinking she could make some sort of name for herself or maybe get herself a rich husband.
What was going through her head?
I don't know.
Because if that's the sort of thing you like and someone's gifting that to you because they're your friend...
Right.
At some point you've got to realise that actually I'm so very grateful because this isn't a chance that I would get without this person.
The thing is, as well, like she went out of her way to get a Pacific jewellery, Pacific dress, and all she did was bitch and moan. Are you taking us away? Are we going on holiday? It's all about me. I'm so wonderful. Blah, blah, blah. But actually, no, you're nothing but a using bitch. I mean, me, I would have spotted that a mile off and I wouldn't have kept my mouth shut as long as that. I wouldn't.
I feel like there would have been more than... That group would have definitely come up quicker than what it did in theirs.
If it was our group, if we had someone in our group doing that, yeah.
Like, is it me or does this person seem to be a bit like this?
Literally. And I'd be like, I'm not being funny. Why are you? I'd be like, why are you?
Here.
No, I wouldn't even, I would say it was you and you're rich, as we will be one day. And you've got all of us, and you're doing all this wonderful stuff, and it's fantastic because no matter who it is in our group, if we had the money, we would all treat each other. Mm-hmm. That's just how we all are. But anyway, and then we've got someone in the group going, "Well, this isn't good enough. I want better. I want better." I'd be like, why are you letting this bitch treat you like that? This is actually what's happening. That is how I would be coming forward to my friend. I would say, listen, open your eyes, babe. Oh, I feel bad, blah, blah. Feel bad for what? For your wealth, for your success. It's nothing to do with anybody else. If you're being say the word for me.
Genuinely?
Genuous.
No, you've said the wrong word.
In a beginning.
Generous.
There you go. Enough.
Generous.
There you go. You know what I mean? As a person. But if I was at a rehearsal, say it's my wedding and we're at a rehearsal and some bitch.
I honestly, Paul's saying, I don't want you to get out. You're not part of this anymore. You ain't the boss of me. Ellie wants me here. What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, no. It
ain't your wedding, mate. It's hers and mine. What the fuck?
Even if I didn't like my bridesmaid dress, never would I make my girl feel away. I would say, I look beautiful, thank you so much. Do you know what I mean? Unless, obviously, it was, proper obvious, but she's had a bespoke dress made for her. She's given her jewellery. She's taken her on holiday.
Oh, my God.
She's like, oh, look at this. Look at this laptop. Sends a picture. Oh, I wish I could have that for Christmas. I mean, it's so obvious that it's actually embarrassing. I could never.
I mean,
I find it too embarrassing.
I do wonder, her doing that sort of thing, yeah? I wonder what she bought Sarah for her birthday.
Oh, it would be fuck all. Fuck all, nothing.
Because
it would be nothing. I'm telling you, it would be nothing.
Or she expects Sarah to take them away for Sarah's birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday!
Yeah. What about me?
You took us away.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it sounds like, right? But it sounds like, so when it was Sarah's birthday and everything earlier on in the story, she actually made that about her friends. And Christmas would be about, she'd be like, listen, let me do this for you.
It's my birthday, let's all go away.
Literally, let me do this for you. Let me come with me, be with me.
It's my birthday, let's all go away. I got you this for your birthday because it's your special birthday.
Thing is, babe,
at least,
as you know, in our group, like with baby showers, with hen stuff, we've all done it for each other, and we've all taken. I mean, fair play, like for Jenna's. Once I was there, I decided I no longer wanted to participate in the function of the day and got absolutely wrecked. But up until then, I had done. Thank God for Kirby actually, but I had done my part. Do you know what I mean? You have done your part. Helen has done her part. Sarah has done her part. Tasha has done, and we have all done that for each other. So we do the best that we can. We're not frightened to reach out in the group and say, can we make this a joint thing to make sure everybody's included? I can't afford this all on my own. Can you girls help? Chip, I really don't understand where this girl is coming from. I get it if she's rich and she wants to do certain things for you, but mate,
like it sounded like she was like, don't do nothing without me, yeah?
Literally.
On a flip side, guys, we're going out for the dress fittings. Please wait for me because I want to be there too when we will do it together. Right. But it just didn't sound like that was her concern. Let's do this together because it's fun.
Let's make it about me.
It sounded like she was like, you can't try your dresses on until I've seen my dress
because
first.
I am the most important person in this wedding. Oh, I don't want to walk with this. I don't want to walk with this bitch. That's a celebrity. I got to walk with the celebrity. Get over yourself. I bet she's a right munter as well. Like I visualise, like I don't even understand how she's in the group in the first place. And do you know what else as well? If I had a rich mate, if I had one, that tells you none of our friends we're all skin. It's the 2024. We're all struggling, but if I had a rich mate, I could never expect, first of all, or let someone do that all the time. It'd make me cringe.
No, I mean, I very much live by, if I can't afford it, I'm not coming out.
No, yeah. Or drive, right?
Yeah, but I mean, there's been a couple of occasions where I haven't got money to put in the
tank. In the tank, yeah.
But if I can't afford to come out, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Even when a few of you have been like, don't worry, like I've got you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, for example, that year we went to Butlins and you were very much trying to sort out your finances. So we said, listen, we're we'll cover it. If you can't afford it when it comes to it, we will cover you. We've got you, because it was £30 per person. That's what I'm saying. That's absolutely fine. Things like that are absolutely. We didn't in the end. You were fine. And then who was it next? Sarah. Yeah, and we all said, "Listen, I'm fine. I'll put in that. It's not a problem, because we want to be together. We want to be together, but we want to." Where is that from? We want to be together. Oh
my god, I can't even think what it is.
But you know where it's from, something, isn't it? Yeah. But
it's a sketch, comedy sketch.
Yeah, but my point is, things like that are very different than expecting somebody to take the full whack, somebody to step in and be like, "Oh, it's my hen do, so obviously I need to pay for you all to go away." No, bitch. So even if we're going Croydon, sort yourself out. Make it happen.
Oh my god.
I know, it was a long one as well, and then some of the part I was like, my brain was like, "That's enough, stop reading." But it was a good one.
She was a fucking arsehole.
I know. Could never be a friend of mine.
Honestly, I'll be mad at any of those girls if they let her back in.
Yeah.
Sarah will, because she's a bit of a soft stop. She can't help it, she don't like the confrontation. She'll get her.
There is one...
But I think hubby will be like, "Don't let this come back."
Yeah, there is one wedding I've been part of, and I'm not going to say who, because I'll give the game away, but basically, put it this way, I can't, it's not right, but basically this way, I'm involved in this wedding, yeah, and one of the bridesmaids, when they turned up, had a few comments, and I was like, and I got told to be nice, so I was nice. I'll tell you when we're off air.
I know.
Oh, you know you know which
talking.
story that is. But yeah, I was mad. Because it's meant to be a happy day.
Yeah.
It's not about you. You're going to have to get over yourself and move on, yeah? Because this is the beautiful bride, and we're going to make that perfect for them as best we can. And we're going to be calm all the way through.
Yeah, because that's our job. And we're going to panic behind the scenes, because she don't need to see us doing that.
Oh. It's literally, I mean, another job. Well, it was a job. Another wedding we've been involved in that we've worked in together. You, the photographer, me doing the hair. That was another situation that could have been very tense. Mm-hmm. But we decided that it wasn't going to be. And it was all wonderful. And we had a lovely time.
It was.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I had a great time. But you could let things, but it's definitely not my style. Definitely wouldn't have a friend like that.
Yeah, a wedding ain't the one where you get on your fucking high horse and make it about yourself.
Yeah, it could never
unless
be
you're the fucking bride.
Yeah. Then I can tolerate if you were even going too far as the bride, I'd still tell you about yourself. I'd be like, "You want to wring your neck in, love. You ain't that special." It's like that story we did about the person that wouldn't let the mum-in-law see the baby. You ain't that special. Get over yourself. Millions of women have babies every day. He is much as a part of that. Get over yourself. Right. Let's turn this off. Help me. I'm going to fall.
I was about to push you off, but I've realised that your coffee might go on my carpet.
There's a little bit in there. Oh my god. It's got like the best bite. Wow. What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think